your support in this campaign. Now, we're going to need some help in Washington, and I hope New Hampshire will send your now governor, Maggie Hassan, to Washington as your senator. And I sure hope you will send Carol Shea Porter back to Washington. Isn't this one of the strangest elections you've ever seen? I really sometimes don't know what to make of it. Standing on that debate stage the other night, I was especially thinking about that. And look, I've been very clear about what I want to do if I'm fortunate enough to be elected president, and Americans increasingly are zeroing in on the fact that we're not only electing a president, we're electing a commander-in-chief. We're looking to see who can protect our country and provide steady and strong leadership around the world. I was very honored today to earn the endorsement of John Warner, a retired Republican senator, World War II veteran, former secretary who served under 2 Republican presidents. I served with him on the Senate Armed Services Committee, and I have the deepest respect for his patriotism, and it's a great honor. He's never endorsed a Democrat for president before. And I'm also very grateful that a number of Republicans and independents here in New Hampshire have announced their my life, and it will be the mission of my presidency. And when you go to vote in November, or if you vote early, it's not just my name on the ballot. Every issue you care about, think about it, because in effect it's on the ballot too. It's whether or not we continue to fight climate change, or we give in to denial. This is a big deal. I never thought, when I gave my acceptance speech to the Democrats, that I would have to put in the following sentence: I believe in science. And climate change is real, it's serious, and we have to be united and that's why we have to focus on what we want to do, because I want to make a difference in your lives. And one of the biggest issues that I heard about throughout the campaign, that I hear about from every corner of our country, is how much an education costs. Bernie's absolutely right. I remember, you know, when I went to college, my dad, who was a small businessman, he had saved up money, but I had to work. I had to work through college, work during the school year, work during summers, but that was okay. We were able to put it together. It wasn't so much that it endangered me or my family's financial future. And then I decided to go to law school, and my dad said, well, I can't help you. We're done. We can't help you. So I kept working. I got a small scholarship, but then I took out loans. And I paid those loans back. But I was lucky because I signed up for a program that gave me the opportunity to pay my loans back as a percentage of my income, not a fixed interest rate. That's why I could go to work for the Children's Defense Fund. I think I made $14,000 a year, as I recall. I could never have done that if I had had the kind of interest rates that so many young people now are facing. It's absolutely wrong. And it has undermined the fundamental right to pursue your dream. Going to college should be hard, but paying for college shouldn't be so hard that it prevents you from getting your education. Indeed, here in New Hampshire, we've got so many young people graduating debt who aren't able to get started in their careers, aren't able to do the jobs like I could do because they have to get a job that pays as much as possible to begin paying their debt down. So we should, and we will, make public colleges tuition-free for families earning less than $120,000. It's wrong for students, it's wrong for families, and it's wrong for our country. I also have met a lot of young people who want to start a business. They want to be entrepreneurs. It's a story. Start that business in the garage or the basement. Get going. But they can't get credit because they have student debt. Nobody will help them out no matter how good the idea is. So we're going to put a moratorium so you don't have to pay your student debt back for a couple of years while you try to get your business started and you get the chance to get the credit you need. We're also a tool to help you see how our college plan will actually help you, not in general, but really specifically. You, the situation you're in. To check it out, go to hillaryclinton.com/calculator. Now we have an example right here. And this presentation is what you can see when you go to our website. You can say, I have student debt. You can say, I'm planning for college. You can put in what your annual household income is, how much you will save. And we are trying to make it as specific as getting into, and to provide alternatives so that they don't make the wrong decision for themselves. So please use this, You will save $60,640 if you're in one of these categories, but there is a way to understand the choices you have to make for everybody. So I hope you will. Go to hillaryclinton.com/calculator. But I have to say this, none of this will happen if you all don't turn out and vote. None of it. I see all the signs saying, I will vote. There's also a website. Go to iwillvote.com to make sure you're registered. All the information is there. You put in your name, you put in your address, and through the miracle of technology, you can find out if you're registered, or maybe because you moved, you were purged from the records, and you have to register again. New Hampshire makes it easy. You can have same-day registration. Hard hill work to get things done and make it a high priority to produce results. So we're going to move now to the panel, and I'm very pleased to have Mary Jo Brown moderating, along with Doug Martin, who you heard from. I know they've collected up questions from the crowd, but I will end by saying that I'm excited about what we can do to make college affordable, and especially, as Bernie rightly said, open the doors to families and young people who have been left out. We also want to make Pell Grants once again available year-round, and we or maybe they had a health emergency, and they would come and they would say to me, what can I do? Where can I get the $300 to fix the car? Where can I find childcare? How can I pay the doctor's bills? And I realized that we got to take care of tuition, making sure that you can go and be able to start and finish school. We've got to make sure of costs and expenses, Pell Grants and other ways of helping. But we also have to fill the gaps that exist for a lot of students. So I helped to start something called the Arkansas Single Parent Scholarship Fund, because the people who had the most unexpected expenses were young parents, mostly, but not always, single moms, young, divorced, pretty much on their own, trying to improve their lives and prospects. And we started a fund to help fill those gaps. And, you know, we did it over so many years now, about 35 years, and we've helped thousands of people. So they didn't have to drop out. They didn't have to cut back. That's what I want for our country again, where we're helping each other, where we're reaching out and giving everybody a chance, and yes, sometimes a second or third chance, to make the most of their lives, to pursue their dreams. I think the American dream is big enough for everybody, and education is absolutely essential to it. So please make sure you vote in this election. Thank you all.